Hello everybody, my name is Toast Hatter, and today we've got a special little video showcasing some new meta changes that we have been working on in DOF for a little bit now. So DOF's meta has always been kind of simple. That was on purpose at first, because we wanted it to be, it's a simple game. It's supposed to be an easy game to get into, but we felt that it was a little too simple because there was no real strategy to meta. And that's fine for some games, but we wanted to get a little more creative with it because it's more fun that way for everyone, I imagine. So usually you just get your full 100% meta and just spend it. There wasn't really much thought put into it. Now we've added a few more things to meta to make it so that there is a little more thought behind what you use it on and how you use it and stuff like that. So as you can see, it's been split up into 4 sections, and that is significant because there are 2 things you can do with meta now, as opposed to just super. So the first thing, as you all know, is of course super, and that costs 50% of your meta, which is signified by the triangles. So what's the other thing? The other thing is a reversal. So reversals can be done from blocking or on the OTG state while you're on the ground from being knocked down. So if you're being attacked, you can use a reversal to get the opponent off you like that, and it's just another defensive option because DF was also very much lacking in defensive options, with the only other one being before that was a burst, and that can only be done while you're being hit. So there wasn't anything you could do while you're blocking, which is kind of a problem because this game is very offensive in terms of you're rushing down quite a lot. So we wanted to try and negate that a little bit more. So I'll show the OTG reversal. It's just an uppercut. You may also notice that the outlines turn red. That's an effect that may or may not stay. I'm not so sure. There'll still be an effect of sort on the character. Maybe the entire body will flash red instead of just the outlines, just to signify that there is a reversal going on. So I'll just quickly show Rattlebone's reversals. So his normal one is a little more unique because instead of like Clyde's, it seems pretty similar, just a straight swing, but on hits he'll perform a spinning attack, which is based on the Marrow-Go-Round, also known as the down punch in Swasher Blitz. So thank you for that inspiration, it makes for a great reversal. And his OTG reversal is just another uppercut, but his goes a little higher, so we can hit enemies who are up higher as well, so a little bit of a trade-off for that. But that's not all, actually. We've actually done more to meta than just that. So, every character has a super. Like, we've got Clyde's here with the Eruption Fist. Sorry, I got them completely mixed up. Just a pretty average punching attack, not too special. You have to be really up close to use it. But Clyde now has a different super. This is his Bright Star Barrage, and it teleports behind the opponent. So he can now mix up the opponent while doing a super, which is great because that's what his whole character's about. It's speeding in and mixing the opponent up, which is great, which is cool. So that adds another layer to him. But it goes even further beyond that, because if you hold down the super button, you'll end up in front of them, but you won't perform an attack. You can manually do an attack. So if you want to mix your opponent up with this super full screen, you can do that. It also acts as a way to get in too, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's Clyde's Bright Star Barrage, and the second move is Frontal Assault on them, but that name may change. Yeah, the these new supers aren't quite finished just yet, so that's why they look a little incomplete in some of the cases. So keep that in mind when you're watching these. So Rattlebone, his main super is that's the wrong button. His main super is the Skeletal Spinner, which he just spins around pretty quickly and has a cool slash at the end. His new super is called Chivalrous Spirit, and is a install super, where his sword normals gain extra damage and new properties as well as more range. So it's an install that only affects his sword attacks. It may also affect other things if we feel like it's powerful enough, but we'll have to wait and see. But so I'll show what I mean by more range. So this is the average attack size for the move. they're pretty big. They're still the disjointed sword normals, so they're still pretty good. But in install, they become even larger. So you gotta be really careful when fighting against Rattlebone in this powered up state. And Rattlebone can do something else with this. He can actually use his install into his main super for insanely huge amounts of damage. He can spend all of that meter for 84 damage, well 84,000. Pretty big, that's a large amount, that's the most damaging super technically in the game, but you do need 100% meter for it, or 4 sections, or 2 supers basically. So there is a price to it, he can't just whip this out easily. You have to hold on to this meter, so that means no reversals, that means no other supers, so you're probably going to be losing up until that point. So, but yeah, these are the 2 new supers. We're going to be adding more for characters as we go on, of course, but these will change as well probably. The animation for Rattlebone's second super, Chivalrous Spirit, is definitely going to change, so so keep that in mind. So, hope you enjoy these matches, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.